keep her stay still.
I guess I'm just in it for a while.
Good.
Which
Right.
I can respect.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order, and we'll start with roll call.
Cox,
Here.
Crampton,
Here.
Griswold. Here. Robinson.
Here.
Okay, if everybody can stand, we'll do the pledge of allegiance.
Here.
Sorry? We missed one? Sorry. Pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I hope everybody had a great holiday. On to the next one. We will move on to the approval of the agenda.
I move approval of the agenda.
Support. Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold.
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna move on to public discussion for items not on the agenda. Is there anybody in the public discussion for items on the agenda in the room? I don't see any hands in the air, so we will move on to public discussion for items on the agenda. I do not see any hands in the air for that item either, so we will go on to the action agenda. We'll need a motion for that.
Motion to support for the agenda.
Support.
A and B.
Sorry, support.
For both A and B?
A and B.
A and B,
Alright.
yeah, thanks.
Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Merker.
Yes.
Okay, we will move right along to city reports, and we'll start with the police department, Chief Kraus.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. A couple items on the agenda for my department tonight. First is request to pay the invoice for on-duty gear, the amount of $1,225. That's for the body armor package for Officer Frierson. If you recall, he was hired after our previous order was placed. That will be funded from the drug forfeiture account. So if I could have a motion to approve payment of $1,225 to on-duty gear funded from the forfeiture account.
Motion to approve on-duty gear for the amount of $1,225.
Support.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Cox.
Yes.
And next item is request to pay an invoice for Wayne County Jail on unfortunate cost of doing business for the police department. This one is $595, and that will be funded from the prisoner housing fund.
Go ahead.
I move to approve paying Wayne County Jail for the amount of $595.
Support.
Crampton,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor and Council.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to the fire department, Chief Mercer.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I don't have anything formal on the agenda tonight. One thing I do have is just a reminder about the Santa being driven around in the fire truck on the 14th. It's at 2 p.m. I don't remember if I said 1 or 2 before, but I confirmed it with them today. And it'll be at 2 p.m. and the route was posted on the fire department's Facebook page.
Okay.
So we'll start in the east end down on Liparado and come west. So we hit just about every street, but some of them we just can't make. Logistically, it didn't work. There's probably 3 or 4 streets that people
There's not
just have
pinpoint
to-
turning on that truck?
There's no.
We'll
Not-
put it on our
not an easy
Facebook
turn
page too. All right,
Okay.
we'll make sure it's posted on our
And
socials.
how long is that route normally?
It takes
in
about
time?
2 hours to
2
get all the
hours.
way through. So
Okay.
we try to post updates as we're going through
Okay.
to the fire department Facebook page.
Awesome. Thanks, Chief.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, we don't have a treasurer's report tonight. We do have our first clerk's report tonight. So we'll turn it over to Terry.
Deputy Clerk Berger and I were looking for a motion to be sent to the training and also for our hotel March 8th to the 13th.
I move to approve the trip for training for our clerk and deputy clerk.
Support. I just want to read the rest of this, yeah.
Okay.
It says we'll be sharing a room to help with expenses.
And a scholarship was rewarded to the city of Rockwood this year to be put towards training. The scholarship is for $500 to be used by the end of December 2025. If approved, we'll sign up to immediately use this scholarship. Total expenses will be $1,625 with the scholarship. That was it.
Great. Was there a second on
I
that?
supported it,
Okay.
yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, as someone who went to Central, enjoy your time in Mount Pleasant.
Fire up chips.
All right, well, we'll move on. That was a successful first clerk's report. Move on to our Department of Public Works support. Supervisor Boran, come on up.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I just got one thing on the agenda. It's time to get another batch of water meters. I gotta get 21 inch, or 25/8, 10 1-inch, and then I'm getting 6 heads for the total of $14,684.46.
Motion to approve Ferguson quotes for $14,684.46.
Support.
And where are you at as far as batches go? How many more do you think you have, or do you have? I know at least one more, cause my house needs one.
No, we got a lot. We're
I'm
probably
still
we're probably
waiting.
a third done with the city, so there's
Okay.
a long ways to go.
Okay,
Long ways.
These are mandated.
yeah.
Yes. Yep.
And they'll be a lot better once they're installed.
Yep. They're very accurate. Then they do a data report. If you got a high water bill, I can go back 90 some days and tell you where every drop went.
Well, it'll also save a lot of labor costs too, right?
Yep. Instead of once we get it done, we can drive by and pick them all up real quick. We walk still right now every house.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Any more conversation? Okay.
There was a second, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a second.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson.
Yes.
Alrighty. We will move on to our consideration items. At this point in our meeting, we've had 5 applicants for our empty council seat, which is a partial seat till 2027. We've had one applicant that emailed us today. She has the norovirus, her and her family. She's not coming, thank God, today. I spoke to her in an interview over the phone. So all the other applicants are here tonight and are going to be asked questions by council. I will leave it up to council whether you want the other applicant not here to still be involved in this process and talk to her over the phone. That's up to you guys, how you want to do it. I did talk to her over the phone because she was sick yesterday. So, but we'll move forward with our applicants and we'll just call you up one at a time. And I'll leave it open to the council and we'll go from there, okay? We'll start with Mr. Slavin because he's in the front row. Come on up, microphone's yours. And I guess we'll start from left to right and go around the table, okay?
How you doing? I just have a few. Okay, first one is, why are you interested in being on city council?
There's both a long and a short answer to that.
We'll take the short.
The short answer is that I found out there was being an election. I came down to get a stamp ballot. Terry told me that you needed somebody because at that point, nobody wanted to do it. And I said, somebody's gotta do it. And so I said, if somebody's gotta do it, I have time, I'm retired, I will do it.
Very good.
How long have you lived in Rockwood?
31 years.
31 years, okay. I'm good.
What is, your goal while on council?
I really don't have a goal. I can tell you what I think is important in local government. I think the local government exists for the safety and security of the citizens and for infrastructure, all under a situation where there's obviously a limited budget. I always think, and I've said before in many other contexts, one of the big problems in American politics today is the American people want a whole lot more from their government than they're willing to pay for. So trying to reconcile those problems would be really my answer as to what I think a city council person should be doing.
Very good. And what do you think is one of the most important qualities of an effective leader?
Two things. First, being willing to listen to all sides, and to try to understand all sides of an issue. Something that came from my legal training when I was working with the federal government. There's always two sides. In politics, there's always two sides. In any situation, in any issue, if there should be restrictions or rules, the famous chicken thing that's coming up, there's always two sides. It's necessary to listen to and understand the best arguments from both sides before you make your decision. The other thing is just a certain amount of patience, and unfortunately that's not one of my strong suits. But anybody, particularly in politics or in government, needs to have patience.
Agreed. I'm good if someone wants to.
Sure. We didn't give you an opportunity to talk. First of all, is there anything that you want to tell us about yourself?
I already mentioned, for 36 years, I was a federal agent from the National Labor Relations Board. I was a supervisor of a team of investigators, prosecutors, and hearing officers. I therefore know a great deal about negotiations, contracts, unions, grievance procedures, strikes, and picketing. Also, during my time with the federal government, I was in charge of the Safety and Security Committee for our agency in Michigan. I was also in chair of the Safety and Security Committee for the federal building in Detroit. Another thing that I think would be something I would bring, I have a great interest in history. You can see that in part because I have one of the premier historical homes in Michigan, in Rockwood. And also I've taken a class in historical preservation and city planning at Oxford University in England.
Impressive. Yeah. And so to go with that, you may have already touched on this, but what is it that you feel is most important that we should know about you?
I am extremely interested in politics. I'm extremely interested in history. As I said, I'm retired. I believe in management by walking around. This means that I will be one of those people. First thing I would do if I were selected, first thing I would do would be ask for a copy of the charter, a copy of the budget, a map of the city, and a list of the people who work for the city and their phone numbers. The second thing I would do is meet with the various elected officials and department heads and ask them on an individual basis, what is it that I need to know?
That's it for me. Thank you, Mr. Slavin.
Jesse?
All right, I'll bite. You must have had plenty of stories here, but since that sounded like it was mostly your career, but times that you've had to deal with and work closely with people that had a strongly opposing viewpoint with you. How did you handle that in order to achieve your goal?
Really, it came up in several areas. First, of course, as I said, I worked for the agency.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
like
a
a daily
situation where
occurrence
you're
for you.
dealing with people file charges, come to unions or individual file charges, you investigate those cases, and then you help decide if you're going to prosecute or not. And then you have to not only get their cooperation on both sides, but then you have to go back to both parties and explain why you are or not going to prosecute. There's obviously a problem there. Several times I've sat as hearing officer, and there, of course, you have two parties, two attorneys and two parties that have to be dealt with. I've also taught. You have not only colleagues, but students to deal with. Also, I've coached, same issue. And then, as some of you know, I've been involved in party politics. And let's just say that my views are not always the same as many of the other people's views in the party. And very often, matter of fact, just Monday, I was reminding people that you've always got to remember, in most contexts, you have more in common than to separate you. So unfortunately or fortunately, I've had several situations where And again, that's the issue where patience and understanding and listening to both sides comes in. Of course, you have to make a decision, but you listen to both sides patiently. And these can be, and I've been sometimes. Most of the time, I've been successful. Occasionally, sometimes, of course, either the student doesn't like or the party leader doesn't like what I have to say. But you just have to deal with that. That's life.
You can't win them all, but so you would say that your guiding star for that, a lot of it is to emphasize on that you have more in common than more different.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, nice to meet you today. So what are your thoughts on the current city's infrastructure and economic situation? And what do you see the city doing in those regards as far as any infrastructure improvements?
The real answer is I have really no idea or no particular knowledge.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, Marcy and I were recently talking about, I've been around for 31 years. I pay my taxes. The city's done fairly well with me. They pick up the garbage, the water runs, the streets are, I've had no problems. I'm not looking for any great plans or developments. I like the community generally the way it is. I don't see any need to make major changes. But again, I'm talking from an area of pretty much being ignorant of exactly the details of what goes on.
Okay, well, thank you.
Does anybody have any further questions for Mr. Slavin? Mr. Slavin, do you have anything else you want to add to
Nope.
your statements?
Just thank you, and I'm hoping for your support.
Okay, great.
Thank
Merci.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Let's have Reese come up next.
Thank you. Well, good evening.
Reese,
How are you doing?
why don't you sell it to us first? I did it back the last time. So tell us about yourself, okay? And then we'll start after.
Good evening. My name is actually Clarice Bondar. I go by Reese. It's a little easier, a little more, rolls off the tongue a little better. I'm actually not as well formulated as the former gentleman, but I'm new to Rockwood. Haven't been here as long as he has. I just got here in April. I like this, I like the small town community, the small town feel. It's just very comfortable to me. I work as a server and I work in Woodhaven. I've been there for 20 years. Just a small little family restaurant, but I am in great contact with the community. I am able to hear a lot of what is going on in the community. Maybe not here downriver though. I hear people's concerns. A lot of people don't hear that in your typical jobs. I do. So that's what I bring. I bring that normal, everyday person's concern, just the, regular Joe, what they are concerned about, what they want to see happen, what they are wanting from us as a community, bringing everybody together, because we need that little common link, and I may be that common link. So I am willing to learn. I don't have the political experience, but, I can't say that. I may have a little bit. Just dealing with the public and the people and different cultures, everything. I just kind of try to bring everybody together on that common level, include everybody. Because like the gentleman said, we all have more things in common than we have different, so. Anybody questions?
Yeah, a couple of things. If you have a disagreement with your colleagues, how do you bring it to them?
Do
Or you bring it to this person?
You know what, I would actually, yes, but first I would stop, think to myself, okay, what's the whole big picture? Okay, is there something in the environment, something making this happen? But then I would approach the person and just to check in, to make sure, is everything okay? Can I help? Do you need help? What's wrong? And approach it that way instead of accusing or, starting an argument. I try to find out if everything is okay with that person first on a personal level.
Okay, I'm on the planning commission. Do you have any ideas how to bring businesses here?
You have to listen to your people.
I've been here 27 years, so I've seen.
Oh,
it
you know
come and
what?
go.
A lot of people don't like to be involved. They like to sit back and see and talk, but they don't want to contribute. So maybe, I don't know, I'm not really big on the social media. I don't know if maybe that would be a way we could bring it in, ask people for their opinions, try to bring more people into the city council meeting. We just have to try to bring more people out to where we can get their input.
Oh, okay. What steps would you take to ensure transparency, accountability in the city council decisions?
I believe that everybody should do their due diligence, follow through on every incident that's brought up, anything that's brought up to the council. And everyone needs to have great communication. That's basically my point.
Okay. Can you describe a time when you had to balance conflicting opinions while you're making a decision?
I have had quite a few. In 2020, personally, we made the decision to leave Michigan, go to Florida, build a house. We just had a whole bunch of different obstacles, conflicting. We still went. I am the type of person that I try to find the good in every situation. Even if it's just a good little piece of learning education for me, it works out. Everything works out. So you just have to follow your plans, follow them all the way through, and always be prepared. Try to always be prepared. Follow through.
Okay, thank you.
Can you, if you're able to, because I know this is a new role that you would be pursuing, but in your opinion and knowledge, could you explain what the role of a council member is?
Honestly, no. I am willing to learn. This is all new to me, and I seen the post and said, you know what? I'm gonna go try. I'm gonna go and throw my hat in, and I'm ready to learn anew and hopefully an exciting new chapter of my life. So we're gonna try.
Okay, that was it for me. Thank you.
Can I piggyback one question off that? And I had already asked you this, but why didn't you run in last month's election?
Because I didn't know about it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
That's valid. Actually, I'm gonna go along with that, and is that to you, at least from your perception heading into this, what you feel is your sense of what it would mean to be dedicated? What would you be prepared? Because you said always be prepared. What are you prepared to bring in to the role? As in, like, how would you dedicate yourself to it? What would it mean?
Well, for me, it would, first, I would educate myself as far as a little more history on the city and update myself on the current happenings of the city. So.
And then once you have learned, what sort of, I guess I misphrased myself, is that what would it mean to you? What would change for you?
What would change for me?
Yeah.
Just to be a city council member, you mean?
Yes.
I would want, well, that's a really hard question, actually.
These are tough
It
questions.
is a tough question. I really don't know how to answer that, and I'm stumped. So, for me,
I appreciate your honesty.
I would just have to wait to see how it blossoms and come back to you in about 6 months and tell you.
So
What
take it
it
as
would
it
mean.
comes. So take it as it comes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, welcome to the city, by the way.
Yes.
Why,
thank you.
thank you.
Yes, yeah. So being new to the city, how do you feel about what we have so far to offer as a city? And if you could change anything, what would you like to see changed?
No
anything?
changes really, because the small town feel is wonderful. It's not overwhelming. It's very comfortable. You know your neighbor, you get to see your neighbor, you get to see all the local people out and about. Like you said, oh, I'll see you at Save Blood, I'll see you here. You see your people. And that's good. That's really good, because a lot of times you don't get to see the people in your community, especially people on the board, the mayor. You don't see them. So it's refreshing to see.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Thank you, thank you. Good,
Good.
good.
Anything else you want to add to your statements at all?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm new and I'm just willing to learn, so
Well, Clarice, we really appreciate you coming out tonight.
thank you.
so much.
Have
Thank
a
you.
great
Thank you.
night.
Yeah. We will have Mr. Hunter up next. And once you open that big binder up, you can sell yourself to us. And then we'll go from there.
All right, my name is Greg Hunter. I lived in Rockwood for the past 8 years. I've been downriver my entire life. Grew up here. I was in Flat Rock for 7 years before this. I'm a 20-year firefighter in this Canton Township. I'm retired, so now I have rental properties and flip houses and build houses. I built 3 houses in Rockwood. I was our union vice president for 10 years. I've negotiated 3 contracts. I've gone through forensic audits of budgets. I have, let's see, I was also about 10 years president of the Canton Firefighters Charity Foundation, where we'd give back to the community. Anyone that had a fire, we'd help them get back on their feet. We'd do the shop with the firemen for Christmas and that thing. Let's see. Spent 8 years on the board of the Flat Rock Little League, starting from the bottom all the way up to president. Dealt with the community, scheduling issues, umpire issues, parents, coaches. And the past year I've been on the board of review here in Rockwood. Also, I've been a realtor, an inspector, a city inspector, a licensed builder, probably for about 5 years now. So I do understand about, property values and how to raise them and how to make, those things look nice. Dealing with the cities, going into the building departments, I've dealt with a lot of different building departments, and they have some interesting ones that are downriver, but this is always the best if you ask me. I think that's it.
What do you propose to his question?
Which question is that?
How do you bring businesses here from the planning commission?
So to me, I think the planning commission needs to take a deeper dive into like this property you guys have down here for sale, and just really open your minds to really any business, because I think that we could allow businesses that we technically wouldn't have before, but maybe put rules and regulations on those to make it so it fits our small town feel, instead of just immediately saying no to stuff.
I don't know, how long we've had that property for sale?
Forever. I mean, well, it's 20, 30.
It's been for sale for a long time. We actually have somebody purchase some land there. I mean, it's been there forever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've advertised it, we've done everything we can. We're blessed that it was a painting company that came in.
Yeah, they've bought up 5 acres.
I think to me the next step would be, reach out to like business development.
I'm a realtor too. What company do you work with?
I was with real estate when I actually just gave up my license last night. Too many fees with the board. I don't use it enough.
Why didn't you run for city council?
So I didn't know there was an open seat that no one was going for. I have ran in the past. I did not get elected, which I was okay with, because the biggest thing for me is I wanted to see change. We had a lot of people in here that were here for 30, 40 years, and I think no politician should be in their spot for that long. I think it was never meant to be that. I think obviously it's hard to get new people in, but I think that we need to have change in politics. So when I saw it open at being on the board of review, I said, why not go try to help.
Okay, that's kind of how I started. Like we have this chicken coming up. What happens if your opinion differs from most of the people on the council? How would you do it in a civil manner?
Well, I think you got to talk things out. I think my experience as vice president of the union negotiating contracts, spent months and months going back and forth with city administrators, and I don't agree with anything they say, but you still have to, be calm, be patient, and listen to what they have to say, and then everyone's welcome to their opinion, and whether I agree with it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
What upgrades or improvements to the city would you like to see?
We need someone other than the police department doing the code enforcement. I think they're too busy. I think they have too much going on, and I personally, if I was a police officer, I wouldn't want to do that. Mm-hmm. I think that they do it when they have to, which is great, but as a small town feel, we can make it look a lot nicer and still keep that small town feel. So I think if you follow the rules of the ordinances, I think that would help a lot.
Okay. And then how are you staying informed currently on the events, issues affecting the city?
I think I've watched every single council meeting the past 2 years. Okay. So I watch those and hear what you guys have to say about it.
All right. And how do you handle criticism from people and your decision making?
Well, like I said before, I think it's okay for people to have their opinions, and if someone doesn't agree with me, I just kind of explain what my feelings are on it and why I came up with that decision. So.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask the same question because you've already answered almost all of my questions. And so you may be able to answer this since you've watched every council meeting for the last 2 years, but in your opinion, what is the role of a council member in this city?
I think it's to listen to the people, come back, do what's best for them, also the city, because you can't just do what everyone wants, because people have wild ideas and just tend to say things sometimes that just don't work. You got to make it fit within the budget and make sure it's good for everyone and not just one person.
And are you aware of the schedule or the time that is required? I mean, can you tell me a little bit about that as far as what you anticipate the time demand will be?
I as far as other than the council meetings, I don't know. I know we have closed sessions and stuff like that and meetings, but I'm retired.
Okay.
So I'm bored most of the time. So the more you can give me and I can help out with, the better.
That was it for me. Thank you.
I actually do have a question that follow up on a previous thing, because as you said that you didn't run because you weren't even aware that no one else was running.
So I didn't run. Yes, I didn't run. I didn't run because at this point I didn't feel that I needed to, because I liked the change that we had. I didn't. If I would have known there was just an empty seat, I probably would have just filled out the thing and done it. But at that point, I wasn't thinking about that because I'm happy with the job that people are doing here.
Yeah, I was a little surprised when I found out that I'd be running unopposed. But to add on to that, my actual question here is, well, that's a little bit of a problem actually, is if people aren't even aware or interested enough. And what do you think can be done to improve engagement and involvement in the city for people, to get people to care enough to show up to do things?
I think empowering people with different, committees or jobs, or like the beautification committee, anything like that, it gets people involved. Even for me, with like the board of review, it gets me more involved, gets me here, gets people doing things instead of just sitting at home complaining.
What do you said empowering people?
Mm-hmm.
What would that look like in your hypothetical here?
I don't know. I think that's going to take a little more thought than just being able to come off the top of my head. I know there's plenty of ways to empower people and to get them out there and get them involved, but I really haven't thought of the details of that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, welcome today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, do you have any priorities for the city? As far as like the development, what would you like to see if you were, as far as any development, infrastructure improvements, things of that nature? Do you have any ideas on what could be done better, if any?
Just to me, like, just trying to bring in more businesses to come in and fill the empty spots that we have. $2 stores is a lot. I know business is business, so we have them here,
Yeah.
But eventually one of those isn't going to make it. I mean, in my opinion. So we need to bring in diversity of different businesses and things like that.
Okay, thank you.
Greg, anything else you want to say to the council, or applications, anything?
The biggest thing for me, if I were to be picked for this seat, is fiscal responsibility and transparency. For me, those are the two biggest things in government, because the biggest thing, I think, that people sit at home and watch these meetings and they don't know something, they just start thinking of what it could be and not really what it is. So I think you got to be really transparent. And I know, taxes are high in Rockwood, and I know it's not easy to lower taxes, and that's not something that I feel we should do. But every dollar spent should be accounted for.
Is that what you mean by transparency?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we have great, between the mayor, our administrator do a terrific job.
Yeah.
Making that accountable. We're
Absolutely.
blessed to have that. I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
here for a long time.
Oh yeah.
There's
I agree
no
with you.
better than Vicky over there.
Any other questions this time, Greg? Anything else?
No.
I appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you very much.
Mr. Scone, want to come up? And last applicant, Jeffrey?
Hey, Rick, do you want to start this time? So you guys,
We'll,
try and get a different question in there.
We'll turn the floor over to you, sir, and let you go first.
Sure. Good evening, Mayor and Council. I know I kind of gave you the rundown a couple weeks ago, so I won't do the whole thing for you, but really quickly before the question period, my name is Jeffrey Chicoine. My background is in government and government relations. I was the field staff for our congressional representative for a number of years, and then I worked most recently for the Beaumont Hospital System in government relations, where I did specifically our county and municipal level government relations. I am trained in the National Incident Management System by FEMA, which I unfortunately, in my time at the hospital, had to utilize. I worked in our emergency operations center during COVID. When COVID first went out, I was in charge of working with the emergency managers at our other municipalities, handling communications and also communications with our community. taking all the donations that were coming in from people who were doing a lot of good work for us, things like that. In terms of community leadership, I've served on a number of boards across our community, the Southern Wayne County Regional Chamber of Commerce, as well as the Downriver Family YMCA. I'm still on the board of the Information Center, which is a social services organization that serves all of Wayne County. We do workforce development and in-home care primarily, but a number of other things too, but I won't do their whole elevator speech for you. I also served on the Downriver Business Leaders Advisory Board, which is a subset of the Downriver Community Conference that is the oversight group for environmental and economic development grants that are coming into the region. So all of the sort of brownfield projects that are going on around the city, those are things that I have some awareness about as well. So yeah, that is me. That's what I'm coming to this position with. So I'm happy to take questions.
Yeah, so why didn't you run in the election when it was?
Yeah, sort of same story. I pulled up my ballot to prepare myself for election day, and I was like, what's going on here? And I admit I was pretty disappointed because I've lived in the city for 20 years. And I know that there has not necessarily been a whole lot of competitive elections over the years. And it was a situation where I said, if this is a thing that bothers me, if this is a thing that I'm going to be upset about, then I have to be willing to do something about it. So that's why I came here to say, I'll put myself forward then. If this is a thing that I don't like, I want to be part of the solution to it.
Okay.
Almost up.
Yeah. Jesse, you got a typewriter over there?
He writes fast.
Let's see. Let's see. Well, you've worked quite a few, I would say actually, with some pretty big operations. As it's staff to member of Congress tip, and for Beaumont. What do you think is how things would be different here in a pretty small town? I think we have fewer people here than work for the whole Beaumont network.
That's certainly true. Fortunately, this was one of the communities I worked for when I was a federal staffer. The honest answer, though, is I don't think there is much difference other than scope, right? Because the issues that come through, it's just somebody's issue. I can think of a number of the calls we received when I worked in the congressman's office, and it could be anything. Somebody getting hurt on the job and it wasn't being taken seriously, and those are all individual issues that are the same as you all hear from our constituents here in the city. So yeah, the scope is different, but in the end, it's just someone's issue.
Chickens.
Chickens.
That's our hot topic issue of the season.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I guess for me, I appreciate the amount of information that you've given us over the course of two weeks. So I don't really have a lot of questions. But I did want to ask you, in your opinion, what does transparency mean to you?
Yeah. And maybe this is just maybe this just comes from the particular background but the thing that rotates in my head is it's important to do the right thing even when you think nobody's looking. So when I think about it in the context of the city council and what I've shared with some of you before, I think it's important to say, this is what I think about this issue, this is how I'm going to vote on this issue, and to have it all out in broad daylight so that people know. Even when you think people are disengaged, even when you think nobody's paying attention, honestly, I think it's even more important to do it then. Because if you don't, people feel like, it's just going on behind the scenes, I don't hear nothing, and then they start to doubt. They doubt the process, they doubt the system. And so the onus is on any elected official to say, this is where I'm coming from, this is what I'm doing, and this is why. And I think you have to do that every time.
Thank you. That was it for me. Thank you.
Okay. Describe, and I know she's already said it before, but describe what you think a council person's role is in the city. What are we here for?
Yeah. To advocate for your constituents, to take seriously the things that are brought to your attention. And I think the role of any elected official is to aim for the common good. What are we all here for? Public health, public safety, those are the issues. That's the whole reason we have government. And that's true for city council all the way up to the President of the United States.
Okay, I'm good.
Just a couple. Do you have any ideas how to increase revenue here in Rockwood?
Yeah. So, and as I'm listening to you ask these questions about how to bring businesses in as well, there's no one answer to it, of course. I think if there were, that probably wouldn't still be a question being asked, right? But there are a few things, and I'm thinking about the future of the city too, in two dimensions. One, I'm thinking about connectivity, and I mean that in a broad way. Yes, it means sort of the infrastructure issues. What do our roads look like? What do our sewer systems look like? Connections to neighboring communities, what does all that look like? But it also means, how are we connected to things that are happening in the city as citizens? How are we connected to each other as citizens? Because we're entering a phase, I feel, where we're becoming more antisocial, and we've kind of forgotten how to talk to each other. We've kind of forgotten what's going on in our own backyard. So that's something that would be a priority of mine. And the other thing, I think, I don't love this word because of sort of the marketing buzzword, but I think about placemaking a lot as well, and what makes this community special. Why do people want to live here? And it's what we've been hearing here tonight, right? People saying, I really love the small city feel. I really love that this is a place where I can raise my family. And I think what a lot of communities miss when it comes to placemaking is they miss the authenticity of what they're trying to accomplish. And I think the more we dig into that and more we invest in that, I think that is really where we start to turn things around.
What would be, can you give me like one goal that you would like to accomplish that you got that seat?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to focus necessarily on one thing I'm trying to do so much as I say these are the priorities I think that the city should be focused on, and it's just those issues.
We all bring ideas.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And it's just those things. I want to make sure that our roads are getting fixed. I think we're finally starting to see some real activity in that regard, which just as I agree. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm standing here asking for a job, so it's kind of my opinion is suspect, but but I agree. It's visible, and as a resident, I appreciate that. Again, I've been in the city a while. I know I don't look it, but I've been here quite a while. So, and it's not just that; it's the waste pickup stuff too, right? Getting that new trash can was a big deal for me. I'm sorry it was. I like being able to throw more trash away. A lot of stuff in my basement that's got to go, right? Those are the things that I think can seem meaningless, but have a huge impact on people's lives in a way you don't even think about until you have it.
I'll ask you a repeat question while we're here around. Can you describe a time when you worked with people who held opposing viewpoints to achieve a common goal?
Mm-hmm. I like this example because it kind of crossed multiple jobs for me. I think everyone here and anybody that's watching probably has had issues with the Weston Allen train crossing and and has been stuck behind that train at one point or another. That is an issue that I've been involved in for a number of years in several different roles. Obviously not one that's forward facing, so you would have never seen my face on the news. But when I was a federal staffer, I came into that office in sort of a bleak time where Congress had gotten money for that project, but we weren't able to get matching funds, so it all just kind of sat. So when I was in that role, it was, okay, how do we come together? Because sorry, CN, I'm putting you on blast a little bit, but not really. The way that the laws are in this country, the railroads are not obligated to do anything for us. They were here first, right? So how do you get somebody from a position of saying, we're not obligated to do anything, we don't think there's a problem here, and we're just not gonna budge, right? So over the course of many years, it was, how do we find that funding match? How do we get people involved that care about this at the state level, at the municipal level? Who else is being impacted by issues like this? And how do we tell a broader story? Well, that actually ended up carrying over several years later when I was working at Beaumont, and we were saying, okay, this is an issue that's affecting ambulance traffic as well, right? People's lives are literally at stake here. I say all this to say, I think my piece was an important piece, which is the storytelling piece. And I think that is something that's relevant to us, to those of you on city council and to all elected officials, is you have to tell the story about what is happening in your community. So I took that issue, I said, okay, let me get some numbers. Let's pull some data. Let's see. How is this really impacting our community? How is this really impacting the organization that I work for? Who are the elected officials that are involved? How can we get them engaged? Who are the outliers? Like, who really doesn't want to do this work? How do we bring them to the table? And, you know, while the project is still not done and probably won't be for a little while yet, eventually the railroads got to a place where they said yes. And I'm not saying I'm all responsible for that. It was not my role to be all responsible for that, but it was a piece of that. And that's kind of how I view the role of city council too. You have your piece of it that you help get across the line.
Okay. Anything else from anybody? Jeffrey, do you want to say anything else?
No, just thanks very much, and thanks to my fellow candidates up here who, you know, also felt like, hey, this isn't something I like seeing, so I want to do something differently. I appreciate that from all of you as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank all the candidates for coming in and making time. I know the weather was bad tonight. I really appreciate everybody coming in and saying your piece, and we'll make a decision on the 17th, and I'm sure you'll be notified before then, and we'll go from there, okay? So I really thank you.
Thank you very much.
And we'll move on with the meeting from here. And we'll move on to the administrator's report. Mrs. Trush.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I have 2 items on the agenda for tonight. The first is I'm asking for a resolution to approve the 2026 schedule for regular meetings of City Council.
I so approved, or so moved.
Support.
I wanted to just verify that, were there any outliers or changes, just for the public to know? I know that this is a mandatory thing that we do, but were there any changes made that
No.
we should kind of announce now?
They would be the regularly scheduled first and third Wednesday of the
Okay.
month. We don't hit any funny holidays like we did last year, so
Yeah,
they would just be with the regular first and third
I
Wednesday.
overlooked that as well. I just wanted to voice that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I went over it and saw like, oh, it conveniently lines up
Yes.
this time.
It does. I
Yeah.
appreciate your diligence in the dates.
Johnson?
Yes.
Crampton?
Yes.
Cox?
Yes.
Robertson?
Yes.
Griswold?
Yes.
Mercer?
Yes.
The second item is a motion to approve the resolution for the 33rd Judicial District Court budget. The budget period would be January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026, and you guys were provided a copy of that in your packet.
Motion to approve resolution for the 33rd Justice, I can't even talk today. District Court budget for the period of January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2026 is presented.
Support. Oh, sorry. We're gonna have to come up with a system like we had before.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Mercer?
Yes.
Robertson?
Yes.
Griswold?
Yes.
Crampton?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Cox?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we have no attorney's report, so we'll move on to my report at this point. The 10A is the administrative officers and department head appointments that the charter says that I must make within 30 days. Council is provided with a list of these, so I will ask for a motion for each one of them. I know there's several,
Oh.
so,
One at a time?
yes.
Okay. All right. I will start off then. I move to appoint our mayor as our representative for the 33rd District Court.
Support.
Crampton?
Yes.
Mercer?
Yes.
Robertson?
Yes.
Cox?
Abstain.
Griswold?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll make the motion for the alternative 33rd District Court representative to Victoria Trush.
Seconded.
Griswold,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
I motioned for the city administrator for Victoria Thrush.
Support.
Trush.
Robertson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Griswold.
Yes.
I'll let you go. You're hot.
Motion for city attorney. Am I skipping one? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Motion for city assessor, Kimberly Cormer, Anthony Foucault, LLC.
Support.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson.
Yes.
I'll make the motion to appoint the city attorney as James Pelland.
Support.
Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Merker.
Yes. Motion for auditors, Plante and Moran.
Support.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Griswold,
No.
Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Cox.
Yes.
Can I ask a question on that?
Yes.
Are we gonna,
These are just appointments, they're not
Okay.
contracts or anything,
Okay.
they're just appointments. The charter says it must be done within 30 days.
okay, so
Because I believe
None of
they-
these are contracts.
Yeah, they are all still on contract.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so
And-
motion for building inspector, McKenna.
Support.
Crampton,
yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Motion for DPW director, Robert Bourne.
Support.
Griswold,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion for Downriver Community Conference, Mayor Troy Cox. Did I do that right?
This liaison, yeah.
Okay.
Support.
Robertson,
Yes.
Looking at it sideways.
Merker,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Cox,
Abstain.
Griswold.
Yes.
Motion for DCC alternate Randolph, wait a minute, no, Victoria Trush, sorry.
Support.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson.
Yes.
I'll make the motion for the Downriver Mutual Aid, Randolph Kraus.
Support.
Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Make the motion for the electrical inspector as McKenna.
Support.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Cox.
Yes.
I'll make the motion for the engineer Suhail Subek, Charles E. Rains Company.
Support.
Crampton,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
I nominate Dan Mercure as our fire chief.
Support.
Griswold,
Just point of order, can we just say appoint rather than nominate?
Yeah.
Or nominate, sorry.
That's okay. Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion for plumbing inspector, McKenna.
Support.
Robertson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Griswold.
Yes. Motion for police chief, Randolph Kraus, pending contract approval.
Support.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson.
Yes.
Motion for mechanical inspector, McKenna.
Support.
Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes. Motion for purchasing agent, Victoria Trush.
Support.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Cox.
Yes.
Motion to appoint senior alliance representative Jasmine Martin.
Support.
Crampton,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion to appoint street administrator Suhail Subek, Charles E. Rains Company.
Support.
Griswold,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
I
Motion-
move to
Oh, sorry.
appoint Natalia Musik as our community center director.
Support.
Robertson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Cox.
Yes.
Griswold.
Yes.
Motion for Deputy Treasurer Victoria Trush.
Support.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson.
Yes.
Motion for Planning Council. Are we not doing that or no?
For what?
Planning
Those have already
Council.
been appointed.
Okay, so we're done.
We're done.
Okay.
So that goes to the appointments.
Alrighty.
So we'll move on to 10B, which is as presented in your packets, the chief of police contract. So we'll just need a motion
I'll make
as
that
presented.
motion.
Support.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson.
Yes.
Okay. On to my updates real quick. I just wanted to let everybody know that the light contest for Christmas lights is going on right now. And they will be picking a winner on December 17th for the at the council meeting. I'd like everybody to know we have a new Christmas tree in Mercure Park. So please go drive through the park and it's lit. It's beautiful.
Did they put the star on it or no?
I
Yes.
think Bobby did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I want to remind everybody, the 17th of our special study session at 5:30 to discuss chickens. It'll be posted on our socials also. And
And I believe we'll be starting at 5:30.
I believe that's what we agreed upon last time. Yep.
Yep.
And that is all I have for updates. So Mr. Crampton, do you have any old business?
No, sir.
Mrs. Mercier?
No.
Mrs. Griswold?
I just want to clarify on what you said about the Christmas lights. Is that the Rockwood Gibraltar Rotary Club?
Rotary, I'm sorry, yes, the Rotary.
And then I'm
They
assuming
will-
they can get more information online about how to enter their house.
Yeah, is it online, Vicky, do you know, or the Rotary?
We don't have it on our schedule yet, but we will.
Okay. We'll reach out to Rotary and make sure we get it on our socials too then.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Mr. Robertson, any old business? Mr.
No.
Johnson, okay. Any new business, Mr. Crampton?
No, sir.
Mr. Mercury, any new business?
Not tonight. No.
Mr. Robertson, Mr. Johnson?
No.
New business, okay. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming in tonight. And we'll ask for a motion for an
Make that
adjournment.
motion.
Support.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Cox.
Yes, the meeting is adjourned.